right, welcome. You guys are having a good Thursday. It's been a busy week, especially for those of you in the NWO. Fix my camera here. Which way am I going? There we go. All right. Hopefully Specta will get in here soon. We are taking over Illinois to try and win a natty for him. This is what their history looks like. A whole lot of nothing. Going back to 1980, they've had 1, 2, 3 double-digit win seasons. 3 seasons of 10 wins. From 1980 to 2012, so. Luckily for us, we're playing with newer rosters, so this should be a little helpful. What are we gonna do? Are we just gonna go air raid on these guys? I think we are. I think we're just gonna get a bunch of stats so we can bring in players. We need quarterback really bad. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. We have plenty of wide receivers. They're not the greatest receivers, but we have a lot of them, including tight ends. But we need quarterback, and we need defensive line, offensive line, some secondary, but it's mostly quarterback, offensive line, defensive line. So I'll just go with that. Here, let's look at the depth chart over here. So we have 3 quarterbacks on the roster, and 2 of them have already been redshirted and are leaving. So we are going to suck. We're going to be about a 73 to 75 with this guy next year. So if we find a stud, a high 70s, low 80s quarterback, he's going to start from day one. Fuck the awareness. We're going right away with that guy. So yeah, literally, I need 3 quarterbacks. We need 4 on the team. No more, no less. We need at least 2, but probably 3. I don't care what the bottom 2 look like. This guy could start or back up, and we need a stud. Anyway, need 1 running back. Obviously, we need a fullback, even though we don't use them. I'm going for 2 wide receivers because these guys are graduating, but we don't have a lot of high overalls down here. Tight end is good. Got a junior and a senior. Junior and senior here, so we need 1. Senior over there. But we got a 66, so really we need 2 offensive line or tackles. Got sophomore. I could probably use a replacement there. Gonna need a backup for him. We have 2 seniors and 2 juniors, so we only have 3 defensive ends coming back, and 2 of them are going to be seniors the following year. So yeah, we need 3 ends right now. We need 4 D tackles because we have a senior and a sophomore. Whoever made this roster should be shot. Outside linebacker, we have a senior and a junior, so we got some youth behind it, but we're going to need better players. I redshirted a middle linebacker that's a senior because we have 2 others, so we definitely don't need a middle. Need 2 corners because these 2 guys are graduating, and the guys behind them are suspect at best. Need a free safety because we're losing 2. Strong safety's okay. This guy sucks. So I'm looking to replace both punter and kicker. At least a better kicker. More leg. So anyway, that's what we got. What's up, Rocky Top? Rose, Coach King, how you doing? Yeah, guys, I was up until 3:45 playing XCOM 2. So I didn't get up until after 9 o'clock, man. Oh, man. That really sucks, Rocky. I hate car problems, computer problems, plumbing problems. They're the worst kind of problems. I will take girlfriend-wife problems over computer, car, and plumbing any day. What's up, T-Clink? How you doing, man? Why is that not working? Hold on. Everything's fine. Everything, and I've changed nothing. Tell you what, let me close Streamlabs and reopen it. You guys that have been watching the NWO new season kickoff this week, have you enjoyed those games this week? It's been some interesting shit, some really wild games, fun games. Clink is still waiting to play his first game against a user because he had his first week was against Ohio State. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem with the chatbot. I didn't touch anything, so yeah, just shout him out the way that is. There's nothing I can do. I'm tired of fucking with Streamlabs. Anyway, welcome in, guys. Welcome. J Park, hello. So, yeah, the video game that I play that you guys don't like to watch me stream, I was playing till 3:45 this morning. It was like 1:30, and I'm like, all right, one more mission. 2 hours later, I finally just shut everything off and went to bed, or I'd have been up when my wife got up for work. So, anyway. Why does my controller keep shutting off? You're still rebuilding Miami of Ohio? Yeah, those lower level teams take a little bit of time, mostly because you don't get the benefit from the conference on the recruiting. You got to build all that shit up by yourself. It takes time. All right, as you can see, we only have 3 guys on our roster that have at least 90 speed. And one of them is a senior. Awareness is, it's okay. But if you'll notice, our best quarterback awareness is way down here at 73. And here's a 71. They're both pocket passers. They're both 70, low 70s, and they're seniors, right? Yeah, what I have found, Coach, is the first year you can usually do well, but when then you get that big graduating class and you bring in a bunch of freshmen and you redshirt them, your team takes a dive usually in year 2 or 3. And then once they get up to speed and you get more guys behind them, then you take off. But it seems to always take me until year 5 or 6 on the lower level teams before I can win a natty. I can start competing in year 4, but I don't have a shot to win a natty until 5 or 6. Every once in a while you'll get a lucky one like Rice. The Rice roster that we're playing with in this one right here, I won a natty in year 2 with those guys. In the sim, won a natty. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. They are really, really young on their offensive line. They got a lot of depth and youth, and you can just let them go. To not have to recruit offensive line early is a godsend. You can just focus on skill players and defense, right? All right. Well, let's actually go look at this schedule. I did not give us a tough schedule. Coach, if you're starting with lower level teams, what I do is I always sort by squat. Don't take anybody under 600. 600 or higher. Never take a guy under 600. They will bust. They'll be a bust. They have no chance of going up. The only time you might be able to fudge that is at center, but I usually like to play guards at center anyway. But sort by squat. You want 600 squat, 400 bench. 40 time is irrelevant early on. and you're looking for 3-star players, don't go after the 4 and 5 stars. Go after the 3-star players when you're a low-level school, because those guys, if they have 400, 600 and they're a 3-star, have a much better chance of being a gem than a 4 or 5, especially a 5 stars won't gem out, but sometimes you'll get a gem 4-star. They might be like a 70, 71 4-star, and they'll jump to 78. But with the lower level schools, always go after the 3 stars. And if you see any 2 stars that have 400 and 600 on the bench in the squad, those guys will go up to. I had a 59 guard go up to like 68. What is he? He went to 72, 71. It was like 12. He was a plus 12. Those are really rare. So that's right. This is our schedule. So we've got at Akron. Then we start our conference matchup right away with Maryland. Go to App State just for Darrington Evans. I put App State on the schedule. They can kick Illinois' ass. And then we got an in-state game against Northern Illinois, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Georgia Southern, because we need a break here in the middle of this stretch. Then Ohio State, Purdue, and Northwestern. As you can see, the only hard teams on the schedule in conference are going to be Ohio State, Wisconsin, maybe Iowa at some point. Maryland's kind of up or down. I won't be shocked if we lose to Northern Illinois, but this is going to be a little bit easier to rebuild to get to a conference championship just because the teams in the West are not as dominant as the teams in the East. We don't have Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State in back-to-back-to-back weeks. It's already on there. No, I'm beyond there, and there's no point in me adding a tough school in year 1. We can add them later. The whole trick to doing this is to have as easy of a schedule as you can the first 2 to 3 years, so you can bring in the recruits, and then when your overall gets higher, then you can make that schedule much tougher when you can actually compete with those guys. That'd be a straight up loss. That's kind of counterintuitive to what I'm trying to do. So, all right, let's get in here and look at this because we've scouted, but I haven't put any points on these guys. So, as I said, we need 3 quarterbacks, a halfback, a fullback, 2 wide receivers, 2 tackles, a guard, a center, 3 DNs, 4 D tackles, 2 outsides, 2 corners, a free, a kicker, and a punter. Basically, the only thing we don't need is a tight end and a strong safety. We really don't need a kicker or a punter, but what we have on the team is garbage, so I'm going to try and replace them right now. Anyway, so even though these guys aren't very great, this guy's got a good arm, this one doesn't. I need bodies. We need 3 quarterbacks. We need to add 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Yeah, we're never going to get. Yeah, we won't beat those guys with this roster. I'm telling you right now. The whole thing, what you want to do on the visits is you want to meet the stat goals. So you want to pass for 250, you want to run for 100, 100 yards receiving, get all your, especially on defense, you want to get all your defensive stats. And if your team's overmatched, you're not going to meet those goals, so your visit's not going to be as good. Your chance of beating that bigger, better ranked team are not very good early in the dynasty. If you're starting with a lower team. So you want to beat up on the little sisters of the poor and take advantage of what the game gives you. Once you get to a higher level on your team and you can handle those games, then definitely. But it's still always better to schedule the visits against conference teams that are rivals that are also ranked. You get a lot of bonuses for that. All right. We found this guy. Yeah. What year was that, though? Were you usering or were you simming? Because that's 2 different things. Guarantee you didn't win in sim the first year. If you played user, that'd be one thing, because you have 100% control over both sides of the ball. All right, this guy's a 95 speed halfback with 91 elusive and 86 stiff arm. Be great to get this guy in here. And we're at the very bottom of his list, but nobody's putting any points on him. Same thing, this guy's 93 speed. He can play quarterback, so if we don't find a better quarterback, we could always play him at quarterback with a 93 speed. User, yeah. Anybody can win those games when you're using, but in the sim, doesn't work. Does not work. This guy's 84 speed. The only reason why I have points on this guy... we're not going to put it on him. Let's put it on the guy we actually really want on the team. The other guy has 84 speed. That's terrible. We're not putting any points on these wide receivers because we can find better wide receivers in low lock. Yeah, sim is where you learn how to build your roster. All right. We need 2 tackles and 1 guard. We would just move one of the... We'd move one of these other guard center to the outside. And we probably won't get either any of those guys. D-end, we need 3. We can only put points on 2 right now. We got a bunch of other options. Same thing, D-tackle, we need 2. We're putting a lot of points on these guys. I would imagine after I advance this week, we're probably going to have to replace 75% of the people on this list. They're just going to go bye-bye. Other people will dump 700 points on like 5 guys. But when I need a 25-man class, that's kind of pointless. Because then you get way behind in a lot of other positions. And just from doing this so many times, I've learned that some of these guys like this guy, randomly, there'll be a guy like this that no one puts points on. And you'll be way ahead of it, right? I've seen guys like this. Nobody puts points on them. We have clearly the highest bonus on this guy. So, anyway, let's jump in. You guys have been watching me for a while. You know how this works. Here's our team needs. What the computer says we need. We need 2 quarterbacks, a fullback, a center, 3 D tackles, a D end, and a free safety. So I wasn't lying that I needed a lot of linemen. So, anyway, let's advance this week and see what happens on the guys that we don't have insta commit. We're level 15 head coach, so we don't even have max points for off season, and we can't. We don't have. I think we're at 5 schools for a pipeline, which at this point I've done this so many times. I don't even pay attention to pipeline anymore. All it is a 50-point bonus. Yeah. How could USC play a home game? There is no football right now, so they don't have to worry about it. All right, let me plug this controller back in. Make sure it stays connected. All right. I don't know. We weren't paying attention to. Here's what their overall is for Illinois. 79, 77, 80. So it's not bad. Seen a lot worse. It's probably going to take a dip next year when we go to championship contenders and see what it looks like. Since we have so many seniors, this is going to be, yeah, look at this. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do with this roster. Because usually by year 4, we're close to single digits. We're at least around 10, and we got a long way to go. So, all right, we're going to go air raid right off the rip. I don't care. We're just going to try and generate as many passing yards as we can get. And that'll help us get quarterbacks in. Do you have any other decent looking uniforms? Yeah, let's go with that one. And since they're blue, we'll just go with the orange. There we go. Hold on. go with that one instead. All right. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. We don't lose to Akron. We have easy games on the schedule for a purpose. 1, to get the stats and get recruits to sign, and 2, to keep the coach from getting fired year 1. That's another reason to go with it. If you have no chance to compete for a natty, there's no point in going with a B+ or an A-, A+. Go with a B or less, or even a C+. Hell, if it's a low-level school, I make sure it's an F schedule. All right, they're halfback. Broken tailbone already in week 1. That's painful. Very painful. All right. For a lower level school, they have a pretty nice little stadium set up here. That's a big stadium. That's definitely a Big Ten sized stadium. Hell, it looks bigger than Northwestern and Duke in the ACC. Yeah, I know. I get that. I got it. Kick that off. All right, let's go. See what happens. We are going touchdown. We're going right to left, and we turn it over, and they score again. Wow, 21 to nothing that quick. 21 to 3. Can the defense do anything? All right, deep in their territory. Nope, we turned it over. God, 21 to 3. 28 to 3 at half. Kansas City, I don't care for the NFC at all anymore, so I would be rooting for, if it was Buffalo, Cincinnati, or Kansas City, doesn't matter, I'd be rooting for the AFC. God, this team is garbage already. How can they have an 80 defense and they just can't stop Akron? Our offense is garbage. I can't go to read option because we have 2 pocket passer quarterbacks. And then we throw a pick in the end zone. We might get fired, guys. We might get fired. Put Akron on the schedule to kick their ass. They're one of the worst teams in the game. My God. Tell you what, this is going to be a quick season if this is how we're going to play, because 17 of 48. All right, the good thing is we have 2 senior quarterbacks. I'm not even going to look at the yardage. We have 2 senior quarterbacks, so let's try the other one next week. Oh, man. Yeah, when I was growing up, the Arizona Cardinals were in St. Louis, so I was a Cardinals fan. And then they moved to Arizona, and I quit rooting for them. I went to college in Colorado, so I became a Broncos fan. So when the Cardinals left, I just was Broncos full-time. Rams came, then I started rooting for them because it was our home team, right? And then they fucked us, so now I hope they lose every week. And still a Broncos fan, but I don't mind Kansas City. Kind of like Cincinnati. Don't mind Buffalo, so pretty much AFC fan now. Kind of sucks when your hometown team leaves twice. Honestly, I've said this before in stream. If it wasn't for fantasy, football, I wouldn't follow the NFL at all. What year am I in now? We started a new dynasty from scratch with Illinois, so it says 2013, but we're using this season's current rosters, the one that just finished in the NCAA. Yeah, my dad is a Saints fan. He lives down by Pensacola. He lived in New Orleans for a little bit, so he's a Saints fan. Yeah, I don't know if Philly's going to beat their ass or not, because Spagnuolo's a good defensive coordinator. It just depends on if Kansas City can stop Philadelphia's run game, basically. All right. Let us look at these two quarterbacks again. Well, Sitkowski, you're going to start because DeVito couldn't hack it. So let's see. And Denver's a few years away. They got to learn Sean Payton's playbook, and Russell Wilson's got to fix his shit. Plus, we don't know how good Javonte Williams' knee is going to be. They still need to improve the offensive line. Just the game management alone, they might win 2 or 3 more games because that head coach was overmatched last year. All right, let's go see what the damage is. We're going to be on this screen for a little bit, guys, because this is a very important recruiting class. All right, so we got a head start on 2 quarterbacks. Remember, we need 3. Why do they have 700? I didn't think I put 700 points on there, and I thought I changed this. Yeah, it's off. All right. All right, you can see we're going to lose a lot of these guys. All right, these 2 guys are good to go. We can drop him down to 400. We can drop him down to 500. I'll catch up with you guys in chat in a minute. I got some heavy thinking to do in here. All right, we're not getting either of these guys. That's too bad. We needed a good running back. Don't like this guy anyway, so now I got to go find a running back. Jesus. All right, we might be starting this whole thing from scratch. Let's see. All right, Will Sparks. We might as well just max him out. Fuck. He's fine. I'll leave him on the board until I find somebody else. I don't like this guy, so I'm not going to go hard after him. He's good. And we need 3 defensive ends, so I'm going to have to find another one anyway. Alright, we'll get him up to 300. That'll get us back to the lead. Here, toast. Let's put 100 on him for now. That would be 3 defensive ends. We need 4 D tackles. There's 1. I don't want to put 700 points on this guy. I'll just go find somebody else. I would literally have to put 700 points on that guy. And I have too many other needs. Same thing with this guy. If you chase after these guys, yeah, that would have to be 500. We're going to get hosed. I'll wait and see how many guys we have left on the board. Definitely going 500 on Joe Kidd. You're gone. We'll go 500 on Warren because we need good corners. This is why I'm hesitant to throw points on some of these other guys. We're just going to go 5. We need good secondary. Hassan is gone. We only need 2 good corners. So if we'll have to add more guys in case someone goes after them. Good there. Just dump him. Kicker and a punter. He's gone. What is his? 87 kick power. Yeah, I know who Kyle Busch is. I just don't follow NASCAR regularly. All right, Richard Lewis, Danny Woods, here toast. All right, I don't have points to dump on all of these guys. All right, and we still only have 1,400 points. All right, let's look. What do I need? I need another quarterback. I need a halfback. I need a fullback. Another D end. 3 more of those guys. Need a couple of those. We can move this guy to outside. Corner, we just need 1 more. And probably a kicker. Alright, let's go. Put some players on the board. We only have 16 guys out of 35 that made it past the first game, so. Alright, we're just looking at less than 25% because those will be the guys that have no offers. Alright, quarterback. We just sort by 40 time. This guy would be nice to have, and I'll tell you why. If you find a JUCO sophomore, they usually go up, and we need 3 quarterbacks anyway. So let's add him to the board at least, and continue to look for high overall guys. There's another dude. Let's see what this guy looks like. What's up, Lou? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Our recruiting board got blown up the first week as usual. Now I'm just looking for higher overall quarterbacks that slip through the crack. I may have to go look at athletes. Guys, for whatever reason, shout-outs are fucked up this morning, so I apologize ahead of time. And I don't need JUCO running backs. We need underclass. That one's not bad. It's from Hawaii. Yeah. It's a 5-star running back. We just need 1, so let's go there. Let's see. He's a JUCO. We'll take him. We'll take him just because we need bodies, right? I can see chat rolling, but I am locked in right now, so this is the most important week of the entire season, guys. Any higher overall, guys? Yeah. 69. Don't need tight end. Do need tackles. Who was that? Let me go back. Who was asking me the question before? Oh, Coach King. There you go, right there. Lower level school, this is what you're looking for. 600 squat, 400 bench, preferably sub 5 second 40 time, and he's a 2 or a 3-star. This guy will go up. I'd be shocked if he isn't in the 70s. Let's go look at guard. Here's another one. We're just going to throw him on the board. Center. JUCO. Don't need JUCO. I'll take him. Yeah, we'll take him. All right, defensive end. Give me... he's a run stopper. We'll take him. I'd rather have pass rushers. This guy's a sophomore. Take him. Defensive ends, you can get away with lower squat if they're a pass rusher. Yeah, we're going to have to take JUCO at some of these spots just because we need so many bodies. Exactly, Lou. Lou knows what the deal is. Including these linebackers. All right. Let's go find us another corner. There you go. 75. He's a JUCO. JUCO sophomore. Take that. Can we find a kicker now? I want power. All I'm looking for is power. Don't see it. He's kind of low. Let's go look at punters. Got any power punters over here? God, it's terrible. Oh yeah, definitely don't shy away from the JUCOs. But if you you will find some gems that are sophomore JUCOs, especially at quarterback. Let's go look at these guys. I don't know if I have enough points to scout everybody, but this guy's a sophomore. And he's a 75. Almost always, JUCO sophomore quarterbacks go up a lot. Almost without fail. Look at that. He'll step in and start next year. 90 elusive. His awareness should be higher as well. Let's go. We're going to do all the guys that were JUCOs. There we go. I don't give a shit what the fullback is. I just want to get a fullback on the team. We don't use him anyway, but the game requires us to have one. All right. This guy was a sophomore as well. Jumps to a 78. This guy's a junior. He's an 80. All right, then. Like I said, I didn't discover this. Somebody else did. He's a 69. There's another one. 79 corner. Wow. An 85 punter. That's crazy. All right, we can live with this guy. Look, he went up 4. He's an 82. 88 kick power. Yeah, we'll take this guy as a kicker. He's got good accuracy, too. All right, before we go too far, I want to make sure that we offer all of the JUCOs. Make sure I have enough points to offer every JUCO. We'll come back to these offensive linemen. All right, let's finish scouting. Yeah, I love watching other people go through and do their scouting and seeing what they look for and what they find and all that stuff. But I'm sitting there wanting to say stuff, and it's like, no, it's oh God, you're terrible. Goodbye, Mike Scott. I just want to help out, but they're not asking for help, so I need to shut my mouth. There we go. Wow, he went up 10, boys. There you go. 79 center. And he is not a JUCO. Yeah. We're going to offer all these offensive linemen. There you go. That's a game changer. He went way up. That's what I tell you. 600, 400. All right. 78. That went up 6 on D end. I'll take that at D tackle. No more pound. Yeah. All right. We're done scouting. We have no more points to put on anybody. So let's go back to what we have here. See what we need to do points wise. We dropped him down to 400, and I'm probably going to drop him down to 200 because I need some other points elsewhere. He's okay. He's maxed out. We're taking him off the board because we have that other center. He's fine. I'll just leave him here for now, but he's going to get cut. He's good. He's good. He's fine. He's fine. Outside. Let's just give it to him. Middle, corner, corner, free, punter. We can get by without a punter. We definitely need a kicker. So let's make sure we get these 2 lockdown corners. Actually, I don't need this here. We went up there. Let's give him a little extra. All right, these are all guys that we just added to the board. We probably won't get this Derek Wilkerson dude. He's a 73% lock guy. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, I'm pushing him all the way up to the center spot right now so I don't forget to add points to him. We only need 3 offensive linemen. It's all right. 2 tackles, a guard. No, we need 4. 2 tackles, a guard in the center. Got 2 78s on the end. We got an 80 D tackle. 79 corner. Let's move Corey Miller up here. Fuck it. We're just going to move everybody. We're going to sort it like I like to because I need to keep an eye on them at every position. Some people like to just use the menus to sort, and I find it difficult to pay attention to what their bonus is. So I just do this mental gymnastics of moving them up like this and then just scrolling through, and it helps me not forget players, right? You don't want to forget that 79 center we just found, so we got to move guys around. We'll go back and look for some better wide receivers. Lolock always has a ton of receivers in the 70s. They always slide through. So these guys are just placeholders till we can find something better. Offensive line, get up there. Silly with A. Got to do what you got to do to make sure you can fill multiple holes, have plenty of depth, because you never know when you're going to get an injury. Going to randomly get somebody leave and not come back, graduate, or declare for the draft, and you can't talk them into staying, right? So plus, those user leagues, it is so hard to find anybody. Even when you know what you're doing, it's very difficult to get a full class because there's just so many people looking over. There won't be as many low locks slipping through. I found when I was still doing the NWO, I stole a tight end away from Revamp. I think it was late in the year. He had him on his board, I think. He wasn't putting any points on him. And I found him. I threw him on the board, started maxing out my points because I had a bunch of other guys signed, and stole him late in the year. All right. So we have 1 more to scout, 8 more to give scholarships to. Yep. Here, Lou, since you got in here, this is what we're working with. One returning quarterback. Running backs are okay, but I want one. Need a fullback. We have plenty of wide receivers. Trying to upgrade the bottom of the chart. So I won't take those guys in the high 60s. I'm looking for guys around 74, 75 higher. So we'll look for low locks to replace those guys. Don't need a tight end. Need a tackle here. I'm sorry, 2 tackles. Because he's a 66. So I'm looking for their replacements right there. And looking for his replacement, I need a backup. We only have 3 returning defensive ends, and 2 of them are going to be seniors next year. We only have 1 returning D tackle. We have 5 returning outsides, and 1's a junior, so he'll be a senior. I redshirted this 80 overall middle linebacker. Let these guys play. So he could move to outside to start. But we're kind of deep here, but we need better middle linebackers. Corner, we got a couple of guys graduating. Got a 66, that's garbage. We need a free because we're losing 2 seniors. We're okay there. He's graduating. This guy sucks, so he'll just get straight up cut for whoever we get. And then we can go get a punter next year. It's kind of a sketchy... it's a sketchy roster. So you got some good spots, you got some bad spots. We just lost to fucking Akron. On the road at Akron, first week we lose. So we're switching to the other senior quarterback to see what he does. And if he doesn't do real well, we're going to go with... We'll just rip the red shirt off that freshman quarterback, and we'll just play him. But you saw that JUCO sophomore. Next year, he's probably starting. Yeah, Spectre really wanted me to fix this team. It's okay. It's all right. There we go. It's the 2020 uniforms. Man, I love that helmet and jersey. I'm not sure why they're wearing their home uniforms. Jesus, I have too many options. And Lou, we have to go air raid because we have 2 pocket passer quarterbacks that really can't run. So yeah, that JUCO quarterback is going to get us through the next 3 seasons. So he probably will not get redshirted. Now, if I had some better quarterbacks that were already on the roster going to play the next 2 years, I definitely would redshirt him because he'd be like an 85 starting as a sophomore. So he'd very close to a 99 by the time he's a senior. But we don't have any talent, so we're just going to have to go. Oh, I have a feeling Dick Butkus is going to get fired. I have a feeling we're going to get fired. Year 1, we're done. I don't see too many wins on this schedule if we can't beat Akron. That's Illinois' best uniform right there. Originally, I was planning on streaming yesterday during the day, but I was a little tired from some long streams earlier on the weekend and early in the week. And so I just watched FG instead and KD and chilled. And I was playing XCOM 2. Lou, I was up till 3:45 playing XCOM last night. I was like, one more mission, and that turned into 2 more hours. So I'm working on low sleep right now. Oh, we got Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Illinois. We're going left to right on the screen there. Hey, we've actually done better than we did against Akron. See if this quarterback, Sitkowski, is going to be enough. There we go. 21-7 on Maryland. We can't beat Akron, but we're beating up on Maryland. I don't understand. And the defense is actually showing up. 35-7. What the fuck? $42-7. How can we play like shit against Akron and beat a team that's better than us? I don't get the sim. Don't get the sim. 42-7. All right, Sitkowski's going to be the dude until he proves he's not. 22 of 34, 337 and 3. This guy only completed 17 of 49 passes last game, so that's why Danny DeVito's on the bench. A lot of TFLs. No sacks. Got to pick. Oh, this is going to be rough. Every damn team I take over in a Big Ten, we got to fix the defense year one. Every single team. Yeah, so this will be the last Sim Dynasty I do for a little while. I'm getting a little burned out on 5.5 hour streams right now. And while I have the time to do it, I'm too damn old to do it every fucking day. So once we're done and we get 1 or 2 natties here at Illinois, depends on how long it takes us to get one. If we get our first one in like year 6, I'm done. I'm done. I'm ready to go back to playing offense and defense, and we'll go back to 3-game streams, and we can get done in 3.5 hours, and go from there. Ray Nitschke, we can do that. So, Lou, I am leaning towards. I don't know. You like to play Fortnite and stuff, but I'm leaning towards doing my off-season, my preseason recruiting board and stuff. Not doing it on camera at the end of a long-ass stream. Just get to that page and stop, and then go in and look at what's available and set up our board and advance to week 1 and blah, 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 blah. All of that stuff that I do before I start the next season. I'm leaning towards just doing that on Discord. And then we can have voice chat. And I can do that later at night. I don't have to do it in a rush while I'm tired. So that way I know you like to look at the recruiting stuff, and it would be a little less of a time constraint push. All right, let's get these visits done before we start this 78 tackle. This might be a mistake, but we're going to bring him in against Northern Illinois. Let's just get him in here early before everybody else. And then by mistake, I mean not putting it up against a conference team. Let's hey, he went up. He's a 76. And is he a freshman? Yes. He's not a JUCO. All right. Dude would start next year. All right, scholarships. It's a 73% lock guy right there, I can tell you already. Let's offer him. Offer. As long as we're less than 1,000 points, we're in good shape. All right, everybody has been offered. So now let's go see what happened after that second game. Rocky Mayhew. Dude's getting 500 points right off the rip. I don't care about anybody else. We are getting this quarterback. We absolutely have to have that quarterback. All right. He's fine. Let's give him 250. These guys I'm just leaving alone. Don't care. All right. We already have a visit. We're moving up. We need 2 tackles. So let's give him 300 points. $68. Let's take his points away. And we'll leave 100 on him. We need the center, so let's give him some points now. Roy's going to go away. So Wisconsin's going to jump over us, and I don't care. We got 278s, a 73, a 71. Let's put this on him. And we'll leave him on there. We have a visit coming up. Let's get both these guys up to 300. Fuck, we need 2 more D tackles. We got to find more D tackles. It's just going to be strange. We only need... No, we need 3 defensive ends. All right. All right, one of these guys could kick inside, so we still need more defensive ends. All right. Yeah. We got to get the high overall guys. He's coming in for a visit, so we'll get a boost on points there. He's good. 700 there, we're moving up. 200, we're good. We only need 2 corners. We still have the best bonus there. Honestly, I'll take 3 corners. I'll take 3 corners, and we can move. Yeah, I could take 3 corners and just not take 2 wide receivers. Yeah. We got plenty of middle linebackers. The problem is we don't have studs. Here, look at this. So we have some depth at linebacker, but I want better players, right? And we got a bunch of high 60s that are being that have already had their red shirt, right? We have an 80 that's being redshirted, so he'll be about an 85 next year as a senior. But I might kick him to outside. I don't know. So we have numbers. It's not like we were at Rutgers. But I want better players. We need better quality players. But I will take 3 corners if I can find them. One that lets me redshirt him. And we really don't need any wide receivers. So if I wanted to, I could just get rid of wide receivers and need altogether. Definitely need a free safety. Probably could use a strong safety, but I'll deal with that next year. And I already kicked off the punter, right? So we don't need punter. We'll look at wide receiver. We'll see what's out there in low lock. Yeah. If you get this, if they're giving you this, you take it. Because you can get a wide receiver every single season. All right? Every single season you can get a wide receiver. All right. I'm just not going to be able to put points on Corey this week, but we'll go up to 15. So in 2 weeks, we'd almost be number 1. All right. We need 5 more guys on the board, so I need to go find anybody that can play D-tackle. Thank you, Lou. I do that all the time. Because I'm looking at the game and I can see it, but I forget to look over here to see what you guys see. Are you kidding me? Is this quarterback? Yep. Runs a 4.54 with 335 squat and 400 bench. I'll cut a freshman already on the team for that. This guy's a wide receiver. Really? They want me to have 2 tight ends. We don't need the punter. That's going to corner. We need 3 quarterbacks. We need 1 halfback. 2 wide receivers. We could go with 1 wide receiver and a tight end. Or we just cut a tight end. But we have 21 seniors and we have 25 recruits, so we have to take something away to add somewhere else with 25 recruits, because I have 25 written down here. So if we get 1 wide receiver, 2 tight ends. Here's another guy. I know. This guy's a wide receiver. All right. We already have our board full. Tell you what, let's take him off the board. Throw him on. He's a C throw power. He's not good. My goodness. This is why you should always go in here and look at low lock. What is this guy? And he's a shitty quarterback. Oh my God. Sean Miller. Let me go to wide receiver. Wow, I'm in awe. I can't believe we're getting all of this thrown at us. This guy's squat's not that great, but and he's too slow. This guy's not though. All right. Oh my, Kellen McKenzie. We could move this guy to D tackle, put him at D end. What do I have at D end? He's a JUCO. He's fine. Here, let's exit out of here. I need to go back to that board. We have so many new guys. My goodness. The only problem is we're going to get fucked later in the year, so we need some guys to get committed really early. What do I found a quarterback, didn't I? I found another quarterback down here. One of these athletes was a quarterback. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. You're gone. Hobie, we are cleaning house with the Lolocks this week. We actually lost to Akron in week 1 in the sim. We got bodied by Akron. And then we did the same thing the other way to Maryland in week 2. And now we're going through and we're finding just ridiculous players on Lolock. It's this guy right here, isn't it? No. It's this guy right here. That 570 is not bad for a pass rushing end. All right. He's very fast. He's got enough strength. This guy's probably going to be a 75. Yeah. Now we're just having to clean up our board because we have too many options. Look at this guy. Is this another tight end that no one wants? My God, I could replace the entire tight end room. I don't have enough players. Guys. I could sign 50 guys this year. Who do I take off the list to add these guys? That's the problem. I have to have a new kicker. We just take one tackle. Yeah, I'll throw Clark on the board. I got to find room for him because all 25 spots have been spoken for. So I have to take something less to get that extra position. But we have garbage on the roster, so I can always cut somebody. Here's what I can do, Lou. He's a JUCO, right? I got some extra tight ends. I can just kick one of those lower overall tight ends over to fullback. So he's gone. They'll give us a walk-on anyway, and we'll kick one of those tight ends over so we don't have to get rid of them because this is what we've got. Look, this is what we got. So this guy just moves to fullback. And we replace him and him with a new guy. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, let me go add that strong safety, and then we're done with searching because I can search all day and I don't have room. I literally don't have room. If this was next year, this would be awesome because we would just nail 2 25-man classes and set this team up. Oh, there he is. We're number 1 on his board. He's actually a stronger player. I didn't even look at strong safety. We're already number 1 on his board. This guy's a better player. Plus, he's from California. Now we're right at the top of the board, so that's I can give him points right away. All right, let's scout. This is Lou's favorite part if you haven't figured it out. He's a 78 tight end with 84 speed, 85 catching, 85 spec catch, 81 route running. There we go. Anybody want to redeem for a tight end next year? Save it. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Bam! Boys, 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 we found our future QB. Is this the same dude that we had at this is the same guy. This is the same guy we had at Rutgers. Yeah, yeah. '86 speed sucks, but it's a sim. 91 speed, wide receiver with Harris Smith. 78 speed tight end, 77 catching. This guy's a much better blocker. 91 speed wide receiver. 90 speed corner. There you go. 86 speed strong safety. And we can give him points right away. Actually, let's not. Let's look at scholarships. We can offer 2 guys. Let's make sure we don't have any 73% lock guys in here. Alright, we can go ahead and offer this guy. And we're going to offer this tight end. And we're out of points. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, we're going to fix our DB, our DB room really fast. Let's get this tight end up here. So we'll take a tight end instead of a fullback. We could use a tight end way more than a fullback. This is the quarterback. This is the guy that we had at Rutgers. Stumpulus, I'm running air raid in year 1 because we have 2 pocket passers. We cannot run the spread with pedestrian quarterbacks. Look at this. Look at these tight ends we just found. Jesus. Nobody's interested in these 278s. Okay. Clint Mack is a wide receiver. Also, remember, we're going to go with just one of those guys, right? I'm really going to have to pay attention to this board as the season goes along, or I'm going to get really screwed really hard. We're going to get rid of some of these DNs, too. Look at this. We have 4 good corners. Oh, man. I'm a kid in a candy store, and I don't have enough money, guys. Somebody want to loan me some points? 81 play rec. Yeah, 81 play rec. Looks more like a safety though. Zone coverage. He's a really good wide receiver. He could play free safety. Let's pull him down here. They're always going to be higher at free safety than any other DB position. So let me look at this. All right, so the guy we have on here has 91 speed, 56 play rec. And you saw him 81. 76, 82, 70. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Brandon Moore. Nice knowing you. Now we can put his points on the strong safety. Yeah. Thanks for finding that, Lou. You just found our new free safety. Clint Mack. There you go. As a true freshman, he'll have 81 play rec. Means he can start day 1. Oh. Means we have an extra spot. I'm not adding another player. We'll look next week. All right. Not sure if he's in here, but if Darrington Evans is in here, we're going to play App State. I put him on the schedule just for you, man. So this is Darrington Evans against Dark Spectre right here. Good luck, boys. Look how even they are, too. All right, let's see what uniforms they have. Not bad. Kind of looks like Mizzou. Yeah, I like that. Got a different helmet. Let's go with that. Yeah, definitely. Now we have to win these games. All right. And this one is a really good white, blue, white, white. White. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoy this type of series as much as I do. I do this shit when I'm not on camera just to have fun. Just, you want to know how you get good at recruiting? You just do this shit over and over and over again because the whole focus is recruiting, right? If you're struggling at recruiting, this is all you got to do. Just sim the games and focus on recognizing guys you have a shot at, guys you don't have a shot at. Figure out how many points to put on guys. When to cut your losses and leave. Find somebody else. Yeah, when I was first doing this with 49er George on his streams, before you guys ever saw my face and all you could do was hear my voice through Discord. Poor Nasty Natty Gaming, man. I had George cut somebody off his roster and he was only down by 600 points and he's like, why would you cut him? I'm like, because you have no shot at getting him. And then I had to go through and explain the math. And he still didn't believe that that was a smart decision. But, you know, after multiple years of doing that, we showed sometimes you just got to give up early and don't waste points because you can spend those points somewhere else. Yeah, I have no idea. I do have a PS5 now, so I'll have the new game. Yeah. So I'm going to hold on the screen for a second. So when the new game comes out, I will buy the new game. You probably won't see me stream it right away because I'm going to be in the lab, right? Trying to figure this shit out. And once I figure some shit out or I find somebody else that's figured something out, then I'll come on and I'll show it to you. But don't expect me to stream that game right off the rip when it first comes out because I need to play test it. I need to see how the gameplay works. If it's ass, I will be back playing this game right here. All right? Whether they do any more upgrades to this game or not, I will play this game and I just won't worry about that. Because I can always save the save files to my PS3 and then copy them to a flash drive so I don't lose them. So I don't need the cloud. Because we know it's going to be ass. We just hope we're wrong. All right, let's see if we can beat App State. And there's a quick punt. Punt it back. Move it. Nope. Field possession kind of game. All right, we're at midfield now. Let's go. And we go the wrong way. Exactly the wrong way. Defensive struggle. Nobody can move the ball. There we go. Touchdown to Washington, 28 yards. Looks like Sitkowski wants to keep the job. Defense gives it right back. And he throws a pick as I talk about how good he is. He gives up a pick and they go down 14-7. There we go. Another one to Washington. 0-yard pass to Washington. All right. If we can hold him here. Yeah. It's a lot of work to get down the field. And they got a minute and a half and half a field. All right. Let's just eat the... we fumbled. On the 15. Alright. Here's what it looks like if you watch the sim. If you remember back with Northern Colorado, this is how we would watch the games. There's actually a coach mode where I could go in and call the plays and then watch them play out like this. If you like Mr. Hurricane over on YouTube, this is how he does his Madden. Oh, we picked it off. Can we get it? Nope. Throw another pick right back. Missed the field goal. God, we keep turning the ball over. 10 points. Down 10. Can we get some offensive production? No. God. I want to step in and help them out so bad. Just one drive. There we go. Down 3. We need a stop. There it is. 1:56 left. Throws it away. Incomplete pass. 4th and 16. 30-yard pass on 4th and 16. All right, there we go. Just need a field goal, boys. We don't have a strong leg kicker, so we got to get down to the 20. Throws it away. Another 30 yards. All right, we're in field goal range now. 5 yards. Touchdown. That's Washington's 3rd of the game. Can we play defense for 51 seconds? 39 seconds, sorry. Incomplete. 14 yards. They got to get a touchdown. 24. 20 seconds. They threw it away on 4th down. Boys, we won. Yay! All right. I wouldn't put anything past EA. Yeah, that was a good win. He threw 71 passes. I have this sitting at 50-50. I am not pushing my slider up so that it throws. Can you imagine what happened if we had the aggressive slider set at like 85 for the offense? My God, 71 passes. Uh, 10 for 111 here. 6 catches, 3 touchdowns. Suffering from the drops again. Coleman, 11 tackles, 3 TFLs. We're getting decent amount of TFLs. Sacks could be better. Getting about a pick a game. All right. Maybe the Akron game was an anomaly, and we're going to play closer to 500 the first year. I mean, if we could get 8 wins this year, I'd be totally happy. We'll probably fall back next year. But if we lock down this class, oh my God. All right. I could get really carried away and pull a recruiting class like Param Crow and just load up on all these low locks now, but we'd have holes, big time holes in 2 years. It's easy to have, 15 free safeties on your team that are 78 or higher. It's a whole other thing when you got to make sure you get offensive linemen and defensive linemen and quarterback depth. You don't have a roster with only 4 corners on it. I've seen that before. Not necessarily with him, but with other people. They get to the preseason, they're setting their depth chart, and they have